I'm Dale Jensen, and I am your COM 1020 instructor, COM 1020 Online. Let's have a look at what we have. I'll share my screen. There we go. Just have to move. You probably can't see this little black box up in the way, but I sure can. Here we go. All right. So when you open up your Moodle, this is your landing page. If you haven't used Moodle before or not Moodle at Olds College, you'll find a variety of different things that you can investigate up here. I should probably turn my edit mode off. There we go. So I don't accidentally delete something that I want to keep there. So if you do this side panel, you'll see things are broken up week by week by week. And for our class, we are taking a full semester class and we're condensing it down to just over 8 weeks. So what would ordinarily be a 15-week schedule, it's down to 8 weeks plus some. So it's very streamlined and it clicks right along. I think just over 8 weeks is right about perfect, actually, for the pieces that we need to learn. So let's have a look at what some of those are. Oh, before I do that, sorry. Let's also look over here, just in case you want to send an email or you don't remember my last name or whatever it is that you need. There's my email contact information, makes it nice and handy. And I tend to respond to emails definitely within 24 hours and like barring some natural disaster, but usually just within hours, sometimes even minutes. So I have it handy because it's with my phone, so I can usually respond to quick questions in a timely manner. So let's have a look at our course. So the video I'm making right now will be here. This piece here is very important. So for myself, when I've done online classes, I have found it very helpful to make a schedule for myself, things to do with, I jot down the notes or the dates for when things are due with the reminders a few days before. And I would schedule a couple of times in a week that those were my appointments, that this is my class time, much like getting in the car and driving to the classroom. And in physical classrooms, then all you have to do is get yourself there and then you're engaged. Same kind of idea. This is my time for this. And I wouldn't let anything else get in that way. The perk is you don't have to drive on Alberta roads in wintertime and you don't have to deal with parking. So that part's pretty sweet. So let's have a look at our, there we go. So our overall course looks like this. So these are the pieces that Olds College has determined everybody that takes COM 1020 needs to practice these pieces. And so that's what we will do. We have, like I said, just over 8 weeks. We have 2 larger projects and I've spread those out so that they don't go back to back. And I've tried to sprinkle the assignments such that you have heavy ones balanced with lighter ones. And as it turns out, as when we look at the percentages for what each thing is worth, it balances out quite nicely over the course of that 8+ weeks. So in our, in total, you will have quizzes worth 20%. You have 2 of them. You have assignments worth 20%. You have, which in total, and your projects are worth 60. So the bulk is with your projects. Things like your discussion assignments, those are worth 5% each. And each of the projects is either 10 or 15, depending on the importance of that project or the weight of that project. They're all important, but you know what I mean. So there's that for you to have a look at. This is the Olds College outline and basically those dots that I had mentioned earlier. If you're like me and you don't like your phone beeping with every notification, this little 2-minute video is very helpful. On Monday evenings, I have a drop-in time and I got it open for, I have 2 1020 classes on the go at the moment. So this time is available for both of those groups of students, just in case anybody has any questions about things that are coming up that week. Now this class is a little over 8 weeks. They're on a slightly different schedule, but it's the same content. So it's worthwhile conversation anyway. I will be at my computer. I live on Vancouver Island, so for me it's 5 to 5:30. But for you, that's in Alberta time. It's 6 to 6:30. And it's completely optional. Just if you have any questions about something coming up in the week and you want to ask that Monday night, it's like office hours. This academic integrity note is needed now because, well, because of AI, and not the academic integrity kind of AI. So for any AI generated essays and things regarding plagiarism, as a general rule, you can use AI to gather some research, but you absolutely can't use it to write your assignments. And we've got checkers with turn-in buttons, so it's a waste of time anyway. However, the important thing is for you to do the work, for you to do the learning, and that's a good portion of why that is not okay. The bigger piece, though, obviously, is the plagiarism. This announcements piece, I'm probably never going to use that, but every time I delete it from our Moodle shell, it reappears the next time I open it. So I guess it's permanent. This introductory information has some other background information that you will likely find helpful, and I can leave that there for you to get to. I would like to talk with you about week 1. So your first thing coming up is due January 14th. The due dates are all on here, as well as explaining which week we're on, what it is you need to have accomplished, and by when. Discussions and the email exchange assignment need to be started on the Wednesday of that same week. So I've got that there as a reminder. It's finally due by the 21st, but you need to be starting it by the 17th, because on those discussion pieces, there's your post, plus you respond to at least 2 other people, and you're going to want to include relevant anecdotes or additional outside information, as well as referring to the resources that have been provided. So by starting on the Wednesday, that gives everybody that opportunity to read some of the posts that have already appeared and think about it before they make their responses. It'd be great if everybody thought before they responded, wouldn't it? In the online discussion, we can make that happen. So that's pretty great. This research skills quiz is helpful because it's showing you how to find the resources you're going to need for that recommendation report. And that recommendation report is a pretty big project. I've got it set up sort of like an open book quiz. Actually, a lot like an open book quiz. If I was you, I would watch this video that shows me how to find the research, the pieces and the sources of information that I need. And it's all in the college website, but it's not necessarily intuitive for some people to be able to find. So this leads you directly to those resources that you're going to need. And if I was you, I would have those resources open in one tab, and then in the other tab, I would open up the research skills quiz, because I am expecting that you are going to use that information from those resources that I've given you and answer those questions. So that's how that goes. It usually takes about an hour, actually. So this is pretty light in the workload department. There isn't a time limit. It's just that's how long it ordinarily takes people as they work through it. And it wouldn't be a terrible idea actually to do the grammar skills quiz then if you want. Like, you can work ahead at any time if you want to. That is why I have everything open for you. You can work ahead if you want to. I'll mark it when I get to marking everybody else's things at that same time. But if you know you have a concert to go to next week and you really don't want to be doing homework at the last minute or after the concert because you might be lacking sleep or something, you can go ahead and work ahead, and then you don't have to worry about it and have that much more fun at the concert. Yeah, but essentially that's our class in a nutshell. These are the pieces that you'll be going through. I'm going to probably make some more videos for each of those ones to walk you through it, depending on the condition of my old computer, because my old computer is what I'm using to do this video, because for some reason my new one doesn't want to record it using Zoom. So Zoom wouldn't give me that option on that one, but Zoom gives me the option on the old one. But that's also why it's very blue. Oh well. We do what we need to do, don't we? So yes, there we go. This is our COM 1020 online. It's a great place to start practicing that professional voice and using professional voice in your writing as well as in your speaking. But if you practice it in your writing, it'll show up more in your speaking as well. And yeah, I think those are all the key pieces I needed to tell you tonight. Well, today you're going to see this probably in the morning. I will chat with you later, and I wish you all the best of luck.